Hello everybody, Joe Bag of Donuts here, and welcome back for another episode of One. So, a little housekeeping update. Like 3 of my Muv-Love alternative anime reaction videos got flagged, copyright striked, but not on YouTube, on Mega Drive, because those are where I upload the pretty much the full episode with none of it blurred or blocked out, because, Mega Drive is supposed to be the cool place where you can do that, but I guess not. They said, get fucked, Lamau. So, yeah, I guess I'll be looking for another third-party place to upload them. Because, not really much. Oh, shit! Oh, fuck, I'm knocking everything over. That was my shaker bottle. But anyway, what was I saying? Oh, yeah, looking for another third-party website where I'd be able to upload those. Thinking maybe Pixel Drain. I'll ask around, talk to some people. But, you guys are in for a rough one today. It's currently almost 2 p.m. I worked last night. Haven't gone to sleep yet because I've been dealing with government bureaucracy, trying to get my blood money from Afghanistan. But, if you didn't know, the government fiscal year, it starts in October. And because my trip started back in August, but my voucher wasn't filed, didn't get approved until October of this year. It's technically a different year as far as the government's concerned, which means last year's account, where the money comes from, doesn't exist anymore, so the routing's jank. And we essentially get a government credit card that we're supposed to use for lodging and stuff whenever we travel on official business like that and stuff. But it's through Citibank, and they want their fucking money, and they're gonna break my goddamn kneecaps if they don't get their money. But for real, no, it's not that big a deal. I just want my fucking $2,500 for maybe a little special project that might be knocking a couple things together around in my noggin, so it's not just my voice and what we're doing on the screen. There might be something else maybe hanging around in the corner, for these recording sessions, but that's neither here nor there. No point talking about what may or may not come to fruition in the future. Anyway, yeah, what other thing? Oh yeah, the weird thing with this game, after the morning, oh, I should probably click on the screen. Oh, fuck. Yeah, as always, the sound of the curtains being drawn back, whatever. Whenever I do the right click to open up the menu, let's see if it'll do it here. It doesn't do it here, but it seems like right after, a scene transition to the new day, if you do that, it advances the text once, and then if you right-click again, then it opens up the menu. Very strange. I don't know why it does that, but it does. So any inconsistencies between, the recordings is of no fault of my own. You have nothing to blame but this old jank-ass visual novel. Anyway, where's my coffee? You might be wondering, Joe, why are you making and drinking coffee when it's 7 hours past your bedtime and you'll be going to sleep soon? Well, it's because I'm a heavy addict, and 1 pot of coffee is microdosing for me, and it brings me back to neutral so I can go to sleep. Actually makes me feel really nice and warm. Okay. That wasn't me just talking to myself. That was the line on the screen. I'm starting now. Waking up, I sit up in bed. Good morning. Whoa, have I studied too much English? Oh, ew. Good morning. Pronunciation is terrible. In that case, I don't speak French. You, of course. It's a morning greeting, after all. Is it? I don't fucking know.
語でもないよ、それ。
To be fair, English uses a lot of French phrases. You know when someone says there's a lot of money, they'll be like, it's beaucoup bucks. That's French. Not the bucks part, but the beaucoup. That wasn't very good French pronunciation, because I don't know how to pronounce stuff in French. Even if I did, it'd be Quebecois French, which people over in the metropole would fucking skin you alive if they heard you speaking it. What? You mean I've been acting like an idiot then?
本当だよ。今日でテスト最後だから頑張んないとね。
There's no point. It's not as if our marks are gonna get any better now.
そんなことないよ。頑張らなきゃ解ける問題も解けないよ。
Are you saying that the guy who's panting and breathless after an exam is the guy who's gonna do well?
何を頑張ってるんだよ、その人。私は集中することを言ってるんだよ。
I think concentrating is something that gets harder the more effort you put into it. He's got a point.
そんなことないよ。公平だって。
Which is why you pay attention in class, so you actually know the materials. That way you don't have to pay super hard attention to it when you're doing it. You just, like, muscle memory it. Huh. Sure be nice if I could.
私も応援してるからきっとできるよ。
Thank you, Nagamori. You're a real one. If I get a bad mark for these exams, it'll be this pacer's fault. Yeah, because you don't have a racer. You can't make any mistakes. Whew, it's over. The chime marks the end of the exams, which have occupied the last 5 days. Putting the test behind me as they're being collected, and the results out of mind for now, I get up and stretch out. Hello, Sumi. I forgot you existed. Sumi stands up next to me and lets loose a shout. Yeah! We smack our arms against each other like basketball players welcoming a home run hitter. Baseball players welcoming a home run hitter. It'd be weird if basketball players were scoring home runs. But it's a mistake to try it without any expertise. We mess up the timing and end up smashing each other in the face. Cross counter? Something admirable about how Sumi nonetheless tries to steer the situation to a friendship epic. We've been given plenty of time this afternoon to make up for how busy we've been lately. I'll have to make efficient use of this time if I'm gonna fully enjoy this feeling of freedom. Shopping district is probably the place to go. I leave the classroom while considering my destination. I would have liked to invite Nagamori, but I think she mentioned something about having club activities starting from today. Strangely enough, the school is filled with a lively energy. The last exams of the year have finished, and club activities have started up again. Feels as though the colorful end-of-the-year spirit has finally broken free throughout the school. Changing my shoes by myself, I head out into the entrance. What do you need? Need your teacher to help you change your shoes? As planned, I head towards the shopping district. In the end, I spend the day wandering around the shopping district until sunset. After honing my long unused skills at the arcade, I have lunch at a fast food restaurant. There's nothing particular that I want, but I take a look through the various Christmas decorated shops anyway. And so, my last day of exams come to an unusually satisfying end. Well, here we go. Also, my coffees are like really watered down. I didn't put enough grounds in there. Tastes more like I made tea using coffee. There isn't anything down there. Oh god, we're in Wales. No, there's nothing but the sky, going on and on forever. Can we do that? There isn't any land down there, so the sheep would just fall. I don't want land. The sea will do. Yes, each one of them splashing down into the sea and floating there while living out the rest of their lives.
でも
Just
その
eating
羊たち
algae?
はみんなあなたなんだよね。
Also, I'm pretty sure sheep would drown if it got super wet because of, its wool. Yes, me. Each one of those helpless sheep is me. Or rather, right now, I feel like a sheep floating in the ocean. A sheep floating in the ocean. An analogy which suddenly seems terribly appropriate.
でも夢の中ではみんな空を飛ぶんだよ。
Even sheep?
飛んでもいいと思うけどな。
Probably look pretty funny. It wouldn't suit them. I'll stop yawning, I promise. Having realized their situation, the sheep choose the sea.
それも自分の比喩。少し言い過ぎたかな。
No, I don't mind. In other words, it is me, with full knowledge of my situation, choose this world. What? It's me who, with full knowledge, is... Okay, sure, choose. I would have expected a chooses, but that still works. This was nothing less than a display of contempt against this world. Damn, dude, don't fucking cut yourself on that edge. This world, which included her. I wonder if she's noticed it. This cynicism of mine, that is. But the sheep are very good at swimming.
本当に？
Probably. They just splash away, pushing their way through the waves.
だったらいいよね。空が飛べなくても。
But even so, there are no islands for them to reach. None at all. You good, bro?
今日は走らないでも大丈夫そうだね。
Surrounded by other students, we take our time walking down the road to school. Nah, we can't let our guard down yet.
大丈夫だよ。
You think so? I get the feeling that I'll never be able to walk to school peacefully in this lifetime.
考えすぎだって。ほら、校門も見えてきたよ。 第一、穏やかに登校できない理由の8割は公平が悪いんだから。
Really? Now that you mention it, I guess you're right.
今日はその公平が早起きしたんだから大丈夫だよ。
Good. In that case, there's no need for me to worry.
ねえ、あなた。
Hey, who the fuck are you? Suddenly, I'm called to a halt as I triumphantly pass through the school gates. The girl who called out to us is wearing a uniform I've never seen before. She's probably from another school. Yeah, good guess. Ah! Leave her to Nagamori or just fucking ignore her. Nagamori. Crush it. Nagamori, she's calling you.
私じゃないよ。公平だよ。
But I don't know anyone like that.
私だって知らない人だよ。
New phone, who dis? Are you sure she's not someone you know?
違うと思うけど。
Put your hand on your chest and think really hard. After all, you're pretty absent-minded sometimes. She really does put her hand on her chest as she thinks about this. Well, have you remembered anything?
あ、そういえば幼稚園の時一緒のクラスだった北川さんにちょっと面影が似てるかも。
I'm surprised you remember anybody's name from kindergarten. Really? Mystery solved. So, what does this Kitagawa want with us?
北川って誰？
Nagamori's classmate from kindergarten.
長森って誰？
Like I said, she's Kitagawa's classmate from...
はあ？
You're an imposter, aren't you? Amogus.
偽物？公平、言ってることが意味不明だよ。
Nagamori steps between us.
ごめんね、公平が変なこと言って。
Nagamori looks personally remorseful as she apologizes to the unfamiliar girl. Yeah, who the fuck are you? You know, why do you have more fucking character sprites than Sumi? Sheesh. She really thinks she's my guardian, doesn't she?
全然気にしてないよ。だって面白かったからね。
You're the one who's at fault here, Nagamori.
どうしてよ。
You're the one who tried to confuse me by saying she looked like your old acquaintance. It looked like some old acquaintance of yours.
だって本当に似てたんだもん。
Lies. There's no way you could remember something from so long ago.
そんなことないよ。ちゃんと覚えてるよ。
You're terrible at remembering things.
そんなことないよ。1週間前に食べた夕食のメニューだって覚えてるもん。
Fine. In that case, try telling me what I ate for dinner last Saturday.
チャーハン。
How did you know? It was probably like an 80% chance that's what you ate.
だって浩平、チャーハンしか作れないでしょ。
Damn it. She's on to me. What is it? We're busy right now.
辺りに誰もいなくなってるけど、いいの？
Like, disappearing, or just going to class? Huh? We'll take a look around. The last 3 people left standing here.
浩平、もうこんな時間。
Ah, damn it. I spent too much time on something trivial.
忙しそうね。
Who are you? She casually watches us as we panic. Speaking of which, just who are you anyway?
私は柚木シーコ。
Okay.
シーコさん？そう、シーコさん。
So, what do you want from us?
別にあなたたちによってわけじゃないんだけど、
Okay, then what'd you call out to us?
この学校の人にちょっと尋ねたいことがあったから。あ、そうだったんだ。
Hey, we don't have time to be standing around chatting. Look at my watch. The time is already beyond a joke. I don't want to be late over something like this after having gone through the trouble of getting up early.
本当にごめんなさい。いいよ、また来るからね。
We're making a run for a Nagamori. After making sure that Nagamori has started running, I too begin hurrying towards the classroom. The moment the exams end, my intelligence drops like a rock. This subject happens to be the same one that yesterday's exam was on, so our answer sheets aren't coming back. If we were checking answers, I'd probably be desperately looking for marking errors. But since we're not, just what point is there to having this class with the winter holidays right in front of us? Guess I'll just sleep. Just as I'm dozing off, a voice summons me back to reality. From the neighboring seat, Sumi sends a small folded memo at ground height in my direction. The guys must have found a new way to kill time. Naturally, there's no way those guys would spend this lethally boring time without doing something meaningful. Now then. What great timing. I'll sign up for it to keep myself from falling asleep. I suddenly extend my hand and accept the memo. What kind of diversion have I come up with this time? I open the finely folded memo with my thumbs and forefingers. Here's your big chance. Christmas campaign notice. What's that supposed to mean? I decide to continue reading. To the winner, to be decided by a drawing lot, we present the right to confess his love to the girl of his dreams. Oh, you need the class's permission to do that? Sounds like communism. Once again, they've come up with another utterly heinous event. It says winner here, but there's no doubt they really mean loser. So what kind of guarantee are they providing along with this chance to confess? The real intention is probably to set the winner up into a situation he can't back down from, then force him into being brutally rejected. Oof. I suppose that would be entertaining to watch, though. Turning over to Sumi, I can see that he's already ready with the strips of paper in his hand. Already, there aren't many left. I reach out and pull one. Now then. I untwist the strip of paper. I can hear a buzz traveling all around the classroom. That's called tinnitus. I have it too. You can get disability payments for that. The majority of the boys have decided to participate in this event. The untwisted paper contains but one line. Congratulations, you have been chosen. How do I interpret this as a miss? It's impossible. No matter how you look at it, no matter how you think about it, I've been chosen. I look around the classroom, I can tell the boys are heaving a collective sigh of relief. Ah, damn it. I won't be able to exchange it with someone else's either. Oh, I know. Hey, Nanase, I've got something nice for you. Yeah. Sumi calls out and stops me. Yeah, she can't hear you. She's got her AirPods in 1998 or whenever this fucking game came out. Look, yeah, it's a miss. Yeah. Thanks, bro. Yeah, that's good to know. The fact that I've been chosen has probably already become common knowledge. It's painful, having the attention of all the boys inside this quiet classroom focused on me. Fourth period having finished, the only thing left to do today is to go home. See you later, Nanase! I pick up my bag and leap up onto my feet, but... The feeling for the day blocks my path. Where's the choice to punch him in the throat? How are they supporting the idiot? The only thing they're doing is watching. But I'm in no position to complain, since it's a result fairly determined by drawing lots. Or all those papers in his hand could have said, congratulations, you won, and you were fucked to begin with. Okay, I get it. Just shut up. I snap before going over my choices. Who should I pick? Probably be best off picking Nanase or Nagamori here. They'd probably understand that it's a joke. Oh, fuck my jaw. Ah. Ooh. I'm fine. I have my headphones on, so the reverb of my jaw snapping fucking stunned my ear. Alright. Fuck, Nagamori, because that's who we're doing. In more ways than one, am I right, boys? Of course, I should pick Nagamori. We've known each other for a long time, so she should be used to my jokes by now. I'm sure she'll provide a magnificent follow-up. Okay, I'll just go right up to her and say it. Okay then, here I go. I wander through the clamor of the class's preparations for home or club activities, looking for Nagamori. I can feel through my skin the eyes of the boys watching my every move. It's no surprise, given how impatiently they've been waiting up until now. Ah, there she is. She's just about to leave the classroom. Nagamori! I call out to stop her.
Nani?
She turns around with her hand on the door. Coming face to face with her like this, I suddenly feel more than a little nervous. But after thinking twice about it, it seems ridiculous. Willing it to be over as soon as possible, I mouth the words I had prepared. Nagamori. I've liked you for a long time now. Please, go out with me! For a moment, she looks a little confused, and then she opens her mouth.
いいよ。
We in there, boys! What? I simply stare at Nagamori's face, my next words failing to emerge. That reply just then, what did she mean by that? It's almost as if she's taking this seriously. Hurry up and say it. Is that what you thought I'd say? Well, I'll think about it, but it'll depend on how you behave from now on. Baka. But the next time she moves her mouth, the words that came out are not the ones I've been waiting to
公
hear.
平がそう言うんだったら私はいいよ。
She repeats herself once more. Hold on, wait.
私急いでたんだ。ごめん。じゃまた明日ね。
And with that, she hurriedly leaves the classroom, leaving me behind on my own. From behind me, a belated "Wah!" erupts from the boys. Amongst the cheers, I pick up my bag and dash out of the classroom without even saying goodbye. Sheesh! Just what she's thinking. Doesn't she know I'm essentially mentally disabled? And doesn't have a face because he's a 90s visual novel protagonist? Yeah. Well, this is unusual. I managed to wake up by myself. Well, I guess I did sleep early last night. Phew. Throwing the curtains open, I take a stretch while bathing in the first rays of morning light. Watching TV as I brush my teeth and sitting down to eat breakfast at the table, I take my time in preparing myself. Yeah, you do that, bud, while I'll take a sip of coffee. Oh, God, my knee is fucked. Just sitting here in my chair, like, fidgeting. I'm getting old. I'm breaking down. Finally, I leave the house, making sure I close the lock. I close and lock the door properly. As I come outside, I find Nagamori there. She looks as though she might have just come by, but she also looks as though she's been waiting for me.
おはよ
Yeah, morning. She looks the same as she always does, and yet she looks a little unnatural too.
う。今朝はまた寒いね。
So, have you guys, like, talked? Like, since then?
ほら、こんなに息が遠くまで届く。
With a ha, she heaves a breath to demonstrate.
ほら、
She heaves another breath.
公平はどこまで届く？
If you want to be a weirdo, you could wait for her to do that and then suck up her breath, you know, floating in the air because it's cold out. That'd really freak her out, wouldn't it? I've never done that myself. In my fucking sleep-deprived brain, that's what I thought you could do. You could do it. It'd be really fucking weird. And it'd probably make her uncomfortable. But there's nothing she can do to stop you from doing it. Just think on that.
ほら、はーってやってみてよ。
Ah. I heave a breath too.
今の本気出した？私の方が遠くまで届いてたよ。
Maybe he's a smoker. He has bad lung capacity. Really?
もう一回。今度は本気出してよ。
Yeah, okay. Ah.
やっぱり全然私より遠くまで届く。
Of course.
今度は私も本気出すから。
Ah. She continues to exhale as we walk down the road. Don't pass out, okay?
いったー。
Yeah,
頭痛くなってきた。
that's oxygen deprivation. Give it a rest.
私なんかバカみたい。
And good old hypoxia.
でもなんかちょっと違う気がするな。
The dangerous thing about hypoxia is when it's really bad, you don't even realize that you're suffering from it until it's too late and you pass out and then you fucking die. That's why it's important to learn the symptoms of it, so that way, well, it's not very important for normal people, but you say if you work and fly on airplanes regularly, it's important to recognize it, so that way if either you or someone you work with is starting to act a little funny, you can say, "Hey, wait a minute. Are we pressurized right now?" And if the answer is no, you should probably put on your oxygen mask. Always help yourself before you help others sitting next to you. Actually do that, because you think that fucking child sitting next to you is going to be able to help you put on your oxygen mask? No, because they're a fucking stupid kid. What?
多分冬休みもクリスマスも去年とは違う感じがするんだろうな。
Well, a lot changes in a year, you know?
うん、そうなんだけどね。でも多分今年は特別に違うよ。
Why?
だって付き合ってるんだよね。私たち。
I'm at a complete loss for a reply. All I can do is simply remain expressionless.
だから違うんだと思うよ。
She shyly lowers her eyes. I've got to stop by another class, so I'll be going on ahead. Unable to bear remaining here a moment longer, I run ahead, leaving Nagamori behind.
公平？
Aw, what a sundeer. It's true, something's changed. Our relationship. As lunchtime comes around, I'm about to leave the classroom to eat at the cafeteria, but just before I do, Nagamori catches me.
あ、公平、パン買ってくるの？
No, I'm going to the cafeteria. No, actually, I was thinking of going to eat at the cafeteria.
じゃあ私も行く。
She returns to her seat and to fetch her lunchbox. I didn't say anything in particular in reply, but Nagamori seems intent on following me anyway. Without waiting for her to come back, I go on ahead to the cafeteria.
公平、待ってよ。
Ah. As Nagamori catches up, I suddenly remember something. Have we made plans with Sumi? Oh, what the fuck? Okay, weird. Ah, damn. I've already arranged something with Sumi.
どうするの？
You go ahead and eat first. I'll be done soon, so I'll catch up with you then. Was that... What's with these quotation marks? Weird.
待ってるよ。一緒に行こうよ。
Oh, hello, fire station siren. I love living where I live. No, the seats are gonna fill up if you don't go soon. I want you to go on ahead. Yeah, that's totally not annoying or distracting whatsoever.
わかった。席取って待ってるから。
Right. Parting with Nagamori, I return to the classroom. Wow, that's really fucking loud today. I call out to Sumi as we pass each other near the door. Hey, weren't you looking for me? It's probably about time I take the AC unit out of my sunroom window, considering it's now November. That'll probably also make it so the siren isn't so ear-splittingly loud inside my sunroom, where I record. I see. Yeah. I see him off before returning to my seat.
どうしたの？水香と二人で学食行ったんじゃなかったの？
No, I decided that I'd rather come back and eat here with you.
学食行こっと。
Hey, stop trying to avoid reality.
それに、あんた昼ご飯ないじゃない。
I've realized that I've got no money, so come on, let me pick a few pieces out.
わあ、勝手に取るな。
I spend my lunch chasing Nanase around while picking out her lunchbox. Oof! Poor Nagamori.
どいよ、さっき。
At the end of fifth period, Nagamori comes over. Huh? What was?
ずっと待ってたのに、公平の席も取っておいてあげたのに。
Oh, you mean lunchtime.
うん。
I just had some trouble getting out of my appointment.
じゃあ仕方ないか。
Yeah, there's no help in that.
明日は一緒に食べようよね。
Yeah.
絶対だよ。
Yeah. Seemingly satisfied with my reply, she returns to her desk. After class, the classroom begins to stir with students preparing to go home or go to club activities.
じゃあね、折原。
Yeah. Nanaise is no exception as she heads outside the classroom. Now then, what should I do? Guess we'll, go home by herself. After looking around the now empty classroom, I decide to go home on my own. The corridor is relatively empty. Might be nice to go back to those days I spent together with Sumi and the others. Nagamori is waiting for me by the shoe shelf. What's wrong?
一緒に帰ろうって思って。
Didn't have to force yourself to come.
部活の方は別に心配ないんだよ。
I see. Well, let's go then.
雪が降りそうだね。
So it does.
また今年もホワイトクリスマスになるのかな。
Really, White Christmas in this place where it's so warm the trees don't lose their leaves in the winter. Huh. Okay, sure. Yeah. Something brushes up against my hand. It's Nagamori's hand. She's holding my hand. Damn, before marriage? What a slut. She gives a shy little laugh. Her warm hand clings tightly to mine, which is freezing. Put some gloves on, it's that cold. No! You're not my girlfriend! It was just a prank, bro. Just what's this emotion I'm feeling? Sure is cold. Shaking off her hand, I quickly stow it away in my coat pocket. She gives an awkward nod before quickly moving on to chatter about the usual trivial things. I suppose that there's a time when you want to cry. You mean every moment of my waking existence? Yeah, I'm pretty acutely familiar with it, bud. Where should you face when you cry? I don't know. What did you think about when you cry? Nothing. Happiness can't come from nothing. That's how I feel. What is it that I should be crying out whilst abandoned and adrift upon this ocean? Wilson? But I can't even work up the motivation to scream. Is that what happiness is? This nothingness, an empty void within my chest. I have nothing left to lose. Is this perfection? In a world where I can lose nothing, what is it that I'm so afraid of? This is a cul-de-sac without choices. In other words, the end. I feel empty. For somewhere deep down, I had realized this long before I consciously acknowledged it. So very empty. I've woken up on my own. Looking at the clock, it's still a little too early. I could probably sleep for another 30 minutes or so. But if I do so, I'll end up getting woken up by Nagamori again. There's something about that notion that irritates me, so I decide to leave early. Picking up my bag and uniform by myself, I descend the stairs. Brushing my teeth by myself, I change by myself and leave the house by myself. There are only a few people in the classroom when I arrive, Nagamori and Sumi aren't amongst them. I feel a mild sense of superiority, I'll just sit here smugly and watch them as they charge in just before the chime. I'll bet Nagamori will come in before that, though. And when she does, she'll probably pretend to be my guardian again and complain about how I went ahead by myself. I stand up, the classroom is all but deserted, but suddenly I feel claustrophobic. I'll go and kill some time somewhere else. The rooftop, the cafeteria, anywhere. I leave the classroom by myself. As I do, I run straight into the person I least wanted to see.
ひどいよ。待っててくれてもいいのに。
She's out of breath. Despite having plenty of times, it seems she's run all the way here. What, you mean this morning?
いつも起こしてあげてるのに、一人で起きられると本なんか忘れたみたいに先行っちゃうんだもん。
I never asked you to come wake me up.
頼まれてなくたって、それだけ公平が私に心配かけてるってことだよ。
What kind of idiotic nonsense is she spouting now? No! Stop trying to force me to feel grateful. You're the one who decided to stick your nose into my business, you idiot. Maybe that was a little too harsh. But given how high and mighty she's acting, I guess it's okay. No?
ごめん。でも別に恩に着せてるつもりなんかないんだよ。ただ公平のことが純粋に心配なだけだよ。
That's what people call being annoying.
ごめん。もう少し我慢するよ。
Yeah, you do that.
努力して世話焼かないようにするよ。
Finishing with a forced smile, she passes by me into the classroom.
ねえミツカ、去年みたくうちでクリスマスパーティーやろうと思うんだけど。
Face down on my desk during break time, I overhear their conversation mixed in with the noise in the classroom.
あ、そうなの？
ミツカはもちろん OK よね。
どうだろう。ダメかもしんない。
どうしてよ。
ごめん。
あ、そうだったわね。私が鈍感すぎたわ。野暮言ってごめんね、ミツカ。
もしかしたらいけるかもしんないし。
いいのよいいのよ、そんな無理しなくても。
ごめんね、沙織。
Whew. Hey, Nanase, what are you doing for Christmas?
そうね。
Going to go with your traditional choice of an all-night street fighting until dawn?
開けくれるか。
Come on, you're gonna be by yourself anyway, right?
何誘ってるのよ。可愛い彼女がいるでしょ、公平くんには。
What the fuck is that? Today's recycling day. Defeated once more by fatigue, I lower the top half of my body face down onto my desk. I don't know if it's picking up on camera, but I can hear the garbage truck going by. The chime rings to announce the end of 6th period, putting an end to the day's classes.
公平、帰る？
Yeah. She's holding her bag, probably expecting that we'll go home together. She doesn't even ask for my consent with something like, "Let's go home together." Once she knows that I'm going home, she just matter-of-factly decides that she'll be coming too. Is it really okay for you not to go to club activities?
大丈夫だよ。
I pick up my bag as I get up from my seat. As expected, Nagamori falls in behind me.
あのさ、久しぶりにどっか寄ってこうよ。
Stop by? Where?
なんかゆっくりお話できるとこ。いろいろ話したいことあるし、今朝のこととか。
I don't know what she's planning on saying to me this time. No, I just want to go home and sulk and go to sleep and think about my depressing dream world. No. I want to go home quickly today.
どうして？どうせ暇なんでしょ？
I make it sound like I've got time on my hands all year round. You do. It's not
だ
like
って
you do homework.
部活してないし。
Even going home and watching TV would be more meaningful than this conversation we're having right now. Go on your own. I'm going home.
待ってよ、浩平とお話ししたいから行きたいんだよ。
Yeah, from her perspective, we're being super fucking weird. I mean, not that our fucking MC here isn't weird as fuck to begin with, but like weird.
浩平ってば。
She follows me, even as I walk into the corridor. I walk along at a pace that's almost a run, trying to shake Nagamori off.
浩平、早いよ。ゆっくり歩いてよ。浩平。
She manages to keep up for part of the way, but at last her voice is no longer audible. Turning around, I see her standing there in the distance, looking as though she's about to cry.
ごめんね、浩平。
Before she even finishes speaking, I descend the stairs. Whew, Christmas Eve already, huh? Once again, I wake up on my own. As expected, when I check the time, I find that I've still got time for another nap. It's as if my body is naturally resisting being woken up by her. Still, it's kind of ridiculous how I'm going to such lengths to avoid being looked after. Pulling myself out of bed, I prepare my things. Brushing my teeth while watching the local morning news, I change into my clothes. With one last check of the weather report, I leave the house. As expected, none of my close friends are here at this hour. You have friends? News to me, bud. I guess that means my close friends are all people who never arrive at school until the very last minute. I really need some better friends, or any at all. As time passes by, the seats in the classroom begin to fill up. Nagamori is amongst the people coming in.
おはよう、浩平。
Yeah,
今日も早かったんだね。すごいね。
that's amazing. What is that? Some kind of sarcasm? Yeah. I give a vague reply without meeting her
あ
gaze.
のさ、今日は一緒に帰ろうよね。
Yeah, if it's a good time for me.
終わったらすぐ来るからね。
Suit yourself. Nagamori leaves to be replaced by Sumi, who has just arrived.
おい、折原、すぐに体育館に移動だぞ。行こうぜ。
Oh god, fucking gym first thing in the morning? What? Really? Looking around, like a river flowing upstream, I can see the guys shuffling back outside the classroom. Let's go then. The principal speaks, the guidance counselor speaks, and the head of the year speaks, and then we heave a collective sigh as yet another person takes the stage. It's that kind of boring closing ceremony. Still, considering that's the last thing to endure before the end of the year, everyone manages to bear with it. Besides, it's not as if there's a single person who's seriously listening to all the talk. Everyone's thinking about the holiday that starts tomorrow. By the time the end of the semester ceremony and the last homeroom of the year are over, I'm buried in printouts. As I'm busy sorting them out, Nagamori comes dashing over.
一緒に帰ろう、浩平。
It's as though she's some bimbo chasing a guy who's about to get away from her.
それとも用がある？
No.
じゃあいいよね。
Yeah.
ね、浩平。
What?
今日ってさ、
It's the, end of school, isn't it? It's the end of school today, right?
そうなんだけど、
And it'll be the new year soon, too.
その前にさ、
Visiting the temples on New Year's Day? Visiting any temples on New Year's Day?
そうじゃなくて、でも初詣は公平と行きたいけど。
Like this year, next year, or next year, next year? Not with just the two of us. Assuming the other guys will probably insist on tagging along like last year. I hope they come along. Why don't you bring your friends along too?
そのことはまた後で話そうよ。
Is that what you want?
私の話したいのは今日のことなんだよ。
Today?
ね、公平。今日クリスマスなんだよ。
Well, it's actually Christmas Eve, but... Yeah, so it is.
うぐ。
No, that's how you use catchphrase. You can't steal that. Even though, you precede her. Still can't retroactively do that. Our absurd question and answer session continues until you reach the point where our paths diverge. See you later. Paths diverge? You guys are like neighbors, aren't you? What is it?
今夜。
Hmm?
なんでもない。
I see.
じゃあね。
Oh, that's right. It's Christmas today, isn't it? Let's go out and grab something nice to eat. Let's meet up at the clock tower in front of the station in the evening at around, say, 5 o'clock?
わかった。公平、遅刻してこないでよ。
Don't worry, I'll be there.
絶対だよ。
Yeah.
じゃあね。
Yeah. I decided to clean up my room, which I had left a mess during the exam session. I'm the type who usually can't function without the things I want being within arm's reach, so my room's always untidy. Yep! Well, my desk is, anyway. I try to clean it up every now and again, but, I like to fiddle with things. I got a pair of tweezers on my desk. I got my my ID card reader, which normally I like fiddle with my fingers and tap on. You might hear it occasionally, like me doing this sort of thing with it, because it's a nice, it's good size. It's essentially a USB stick. I need my fiddle, my fiddling doodads. Gathering my unwanted magazines into a pile, I tie them up. Arranging my books, I line them up along my shelf. Tossing the clothes to be washed into the washing basket. I'm fine. Washing basket, I fold or hang up everything else in the closet. Unplugging the entangled extension cord crawling along my floor, I untie them and plug in my fan. To put it simple, I'm set about doing time-consuming things. By the time I finished, it's past 4 o'clock. I collapse under the bed, exhausted. In exchange for my efforts, when I turn to look to the side, I see my neatly arranged books and a clean floor. Whew, I'm satisfied with that. Exams are over, it's the end of the year, and my room is all neat and clean. There's no other time of year when I'm in such a good mood. You sure you're in a good mood, bud? 4:30. Come to think of it, I get the feeling I made a promise to someone. It's just my imagination? Nah, it's just my imagination. Yeah, it's gotta be my imagination. If it's important, we would have remembered it. Only the fortunate have things to do on days like these. I don't have one. I'm not one of those fortunate people. 4:45, 4:55, 5:05, 5:15. Did I fall asleep? the time I wake up, the room is completely dark. Switching on the lights, I check the time. 7:30. I've been asleep for 2 whole hours? I'm hungry. I head downstairs to make something to eat. Once I'm in the kitchen, I make some ramen with plenty of cabbage before carrying it back to my room. Turning on the TV, I watch as I eat the ramen with the serving chopsticks. Okay, I know there are like cooking chopsticks and, you know, like eating chopsticks or like serving chopsticks, a separate thing, like, you know, like a salad spoon? I don't know, man. There's a special 2-hour episode of some drama on. While watching that, I take my time eating the slow-cooling ramen. Drama is terribly boring and filled with cliches. It's ridiculous to watch the lives of full-grown adults revolving around something as vulgar as a love affair. How did this guy end up thinking about quitting his job over a woman? I can't help but think of the protagonist as an idiot. After I finish eating, I turn the lights off and dive into bed with the TV still on. It's warm. I stare absentmindedly at the shifting spectrum of colors on the wall as it soaks up the radiation from the vacuum tube. Are CRTs vacuum tubes? Well, they're the cathode ray tubes, but I don't know if a cathode ray tube is a vacuum tube. Categorizations of things I don't fully understand. Finally, I begin to feel sleepy. The winter holidays arrive, and at last, it becomes the new year. But for us, the New Year's season is a mess. Sumi and a few other close guys party in my room like they've taken up residence for 3 days and 3 nights. Of course, there's no smoke without fire. There's a number of empty bottles rolling around next to the heater table.
ところでさ、折原、お前、長森さんとはどうなってんの？
What kind of bottles there, bud? This guy sure knows how to ask a sobering question.
俺たちのおかげで付き合えたんだから感謝しろよ。
Yeah, it's going great.
うまくいってんだろ？
Yeah.
お前、クラスの長森さんファンの期待を裏切るような真似すんなよ。長森さんファンはみんな往生際よくお前に長森さんを託した気分でいるからな。
Like hell they do. There aren't any people like that out there. I bet they're all hoping we break up.
長森さんファンはみんな純情なんだよ。だから長森さんなんだろうけどな。
Naivety? Self-sacrifice. Very words get on my nerves. Such a notion shouldn't even exist. Makes me feel like I want to crush them beneath my feet. Let's have our Christmases, let's have our Christmas over again. What? Oh, let's have our Christmas over again. I get it. I tell Nagamori over the phone.
本当？
Her voice rejoices from across the receiver. Yeah, sorry about what happened before.
いいんだよ、もう。
It'll be in our classroom at school. We'll be putting up all sorts of decorations, so you better be surprised.
そんなのは黙ってやって驚かすもんだよ。
That's true. She laughs. Well, let's meet in front of the school gates tomorrow night at 7.
公平、遅れないでよね。
Yeah, man, totally. Yeah. I've been waiting for this day. It's my chance to trample all over the naivety of those who adore Nagamori, as well as Nagamori's own self-sacrificing devotion. Self-sacrificing devotion.
公平、遅いよ。
Sorry about that. She's wearing the same familiar uniform as always, because I don't want to draw another sprite. In her hands is a package resembling a present. Well, let's go. We set foot inside the empty school. It almost feels as though the deathly silence of the night is, yeah. Oh god, my brain is fucking melting. Accentuatingly? There's no li at the end. Oh god. Accentuating the cold. There we go. I can read.
どうなってるんだろう教室。
That's for you to wait and see.
楽しみ。
We walk down the pitch black corridor. Perhaps afraid of the dark, Nagamori huddles close to me and holds my hands. Or maybe she's starting to feel like she's about to be left behind. I decide to leave her alone. My feet come to a stop as we arrive in front of her classroom. Looking into the darkness, it feels like a completely alien place. It's difficult to believe that this is the same classroom we usually have our lessons in. The empty seats inside appear to be quietly standing on their own, denying those who would try to sit on them. But it isn't empty inside, and I'm the only one who knows it.
ここ？
Yeah, here. She waits for me to open the door. Opening the door I had unlocked beforehand, I drag Nagamori into the darkness.
公平？
She tightly holds my hand, trusting in me.
電気つけないと飾り付け見えないよ。
In the corner of the classroom is a patch of complete darkness where even the moonlight doesn't reach. I push her towards the wall.
何？公平。
Was it lonely, Nagamori? Was it hard on you?
どうしたの公平。
Yeah, where are you going with this, bud? No, it's nothing. I tightly grip her hand, and she tightly grips back in reply. And then I step to the side. Another body comes to stand in my place in front of her. But with her eyes still not having adjusted to the darkness, there's no way for her to know what's going on. She simply holds my hand, believing in me. Finally, sound of a guy panting. It's not me.
公平？
But Nagamori has no way of knowing that. Buddy? Her hand simply continues to hold mine, holding and believing. Just what is she doing?
公平？
Hand. Nagamori's hand. Nagamori's hands that's holding onto mine. A hand that trusts in me. That hurts. What is this pain? This unbearable pain. Nagamori, Shaking off her hand, I slam my fist into the wall. Then, fumbling for the light switch, I flick my finger over it without a moment's hesitation. And then... The person with his hand on Nagamori's body isn't me. Now it becomes clear, now beneath the illumination. She stares at me with disbelieving eyes, staring at the one she trusted. Seems she still hasn't grasped the situation. But all the pieces have come together now, and it won't be long before she understands. Understands what it is I've done to her.
公平？
Her lips quiver, but I dash out of the classroom without waiting to see what happens next. Tearing down the corridor, I leap down the stairs and dash past the shoe shelf. Finally, I understand. I loved Nagamori. I loved her after all. And I wanted to be loved by her more than anyone else. I wanted to feel her. When we first started going out, the distance between us was too narrow. All of her kindness came to be directed at me. And even when I continued to trample over all that kindness, I still wanted to feel the love she had given me. And this was the only way I could do that. What am I, idiot? Only now do I realize. Now that I've lost her. Now that I've lost the Nagamori who I love so much. If there's a way now for me, if there's a way now for me to atone for what I did, what would it be? Atonement. Even that's just an empty word. I just want to be with her for a little longer. I know it. Truth is, my atonement would just be an excuse for me to stay by her side for a while longer. I'm sorry. all the suffering that I've caused you. I'll stand by you until you find happiness again. I hope you find someone nice. Look, what about him? After all, anyone would be better than me. But I'll still choose you after all, Kohei. I won't accept anyone but you. Nagamori. More and more, I'm filled with self-loathing. There's no salvation left for me except for an what? There's no salvation left for me except the expectation of those words. And that's something more than self-conceit. The things I've done to her up until today are unforgivable. Yeah, it's pretty fucked up. I don't know what's up with this, oh no! I'm on, click, if I click that, there we go. Haha, yes, I see. I don't know what's up with this guide, man. Seems like this route sucks. Well, not the route itself, but these choices. But I don't know if this is one of those games where even if you... It seems like, depending on no matter which choice you pick sometimes, it just railroads you. So I don't know, even if me as the all-seeing player decides, no, be nice and hang out with Nagamori, if he would still find some way to fucking freak out and fuck it up. It's all over for me. If I really love her, then I should just stay away from her. Sound of heavy breathing. What am I doing here, then? I should be escaping to some far-off, unknown place.
置いていっちゃうなんてひどいよ。
No, I did something far worse than that.
ね、浩平、
I know.
寒いね。
And that's why I'm afraid to forgive myself.
ほら、はーって。
Because Nagamori will just forgive me. Let's break up. I don't even have to turn back to look at her.
どうしたの、浩平。
Something softly presses up against my back. I think it's her forehead. I'm sorry. This has turned into an awful Christmas.
いいんだよ。私は。
Her muffled voice emerges from my back. All right, don't you understand what I just put you through? Don't you understand, you idiot? I turn around, pushing her away. Ugh. I acted like a monster. Never had anything else to do on Christmas, you know. I knew you were waiting for me, but I still didn't go. And just then, you believed in me, but I took you into the dark to just let other people do whatever they liked with your body. I don't know if there's... I know this is an 18-plus game, and I don't know if this is, an all-ages version I'm playing, but who the fuck knows? I doubt the age scenes are any good. Fuck it. But I'll look into that after this episode's over. My sweet little children. I deceived my own trusting girlfriend and then stood by and watched. Yeah, you're a cuck. How screwed up is that? Go on, say something. Say whatever you like.
ほら、はーってしてよ。浩平、ほら、はーって。
Ah. I exhale a white breath.
ね、ずいぶんと白くなってるでしょ。
Yeah.
私はね、浩平のそばにいたいよ。
Yeah. Me too.
でも、浩平が別れたいんだったら、それもいいと思うよ。
Yeah.
でも、また、やり直せるよね。私は、浩平でないとダメなんだ。
As I listen to her speak, I stare through blurry eyes at the night scenery unfolding in the distance.
やっぱり、浩平でないと
think you're the only one I can accept too. All the other routes in this game say otherwise, my dude.
じゃあお別れ。でも今日は一緒にいてよね。
I will. I'll always stay by your side. Because that's what I want. We huddle together beneath the cold sky. Nothing else matters. Because all I care about is staying by her side. Then and there, from the bottom of my heart, I swore that we would begin everything anew. Whoa! Fucking time jump, huh? Well, and with that, I feel like this is a good place to stop with that fucking shit show that just happened. And because I am exhausted and losing my ability to speak and form coherent thoughts, as, you know, this episode has proven. So, with that, I would like to thank you all for watching, and I hope to see you all next time for the next episode of 1. I hope to see you all there. And be sure to let me know in the comments if I'm fucking everything up. And, you know, if everyone's saying, Joe, you fucking dummy stupid head. No, you need to go back. You gotta be nice and get the good end. Or if I don't know, man. Usually the guides would never lie to me, man. Anyway, yeah. Oh god, I gotta make the thumbnail art too. Damn it. Yeah. Anyway, thank you for watching. Goodbye.